on clearing the federal channel and opening vessel traffic to the port. Yesterday, we showed you a 3D sonar rendering of the bottom of the river. Now, these renderings were being used by salvage divers to navigate the wreckage. And as you saw yesterday, and you remember, that water is so murky that salvage divers cannot see any more than 1 to 2 feet in front of them. As you remember from yesterday, the collapse of the bridge is so distinct and so severe, with the metal that is so disconfigured and so brought together and pancaked that it continues to make this mission extraordinarily complicated and dangerous for those who are conducting it. And so every single diver that goes into the water has been paired with an operator who uses a mix of 3D renderings and drawings and pictures to be able to guide their partner. That all of the rescue operations are essentially being done within buddy teams. And we have brand new video from Unified Command that shows you just what this process looks like. And you'll be able to hear both the salvage diver and also the operator in this video.
Just a couple inches beyond my fingertips.
Alright, so you can't get to the bottom. So how much do you have exposed from the mud line to the top of the gusset plate?
Stand by, I'll grab the tape.
That's the view of our divers. So as you can see, and I think as Colonel Pinchason said really well yesterday, that view looks like being in the middle of a snowstorm with high beams on. That's the complication that our divers are navigating right now. And that's why we have to move with not just extreme caution, but also extreme safety. Because as we've said before, safety and making sure that we have no more casualties and no more injuries is the highest priority of this unified command. We also need to make sure that the port stays open even if the channel is closed. Vessel traffic accounts for the vast majority of economic activity that takes place to and through the port. But to keep things moving, we've got to get creative, and we have. So over the last few days, a large vessel bound for the port of Baltimore was rerouted to the port of New York and New Jersey due to the collapse. But we wanted to make sure that those containers made their way to Baltimore. And so I've been informed that as of this morning, 75 containers from that rerouted vessel arrived at the Seagrit Marine Terminal at the Port of Baltimore, operated by Ports America Chesapeake. These containers will be transferred from rail to the port by members of the International Longshoremen's Association, or ILA. And I want to thank all of our friends at the port, including our partners at CSX, for their leadership in getting that shipment down to Baltimore. Because without their hard work, those 75 containers would likely have never made it to Baltimore. This work presents a model about how we can move in partnership to get commercial activity through the port even when the channel is closed. And I want to thank our friends over the Port of New York and New Jersey for working with us to make it happen.